everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing another Brawl Stars guide on, as you see right here, Cordelius. Cordelius is known as an assassin. He has 6,400 health, a very fast movement speed, and a very fast reload speed, with a normal sized range. He also has a special ability where he has a circle around him, which allows him to charge his super if an enemy is in that circle. Cordelius is unlike many other brawlers in my opinion. So let's get in and let's see what he can do. Cordelius' main attack allows you to have the range of your circle. So if you're wondering how far will my attack go, it's the range of the end of your circle. This attack fires 2 mushrooms, and for this skin they're not mushrooms, but 2 projectiles that'll deal 1,400 damage each. So as you'll see right here, bam bam, they'll hit like that. Bam bam. Bam bam. Cordelius' super is called This Is My Domain. It's a longer range projectile that's about double the range of his main attack, and it can even go through walls. This is a very cool super because instead of it being like a giant blast projectile or something, if you use it on an enemy, it traps you in your own shadow dimension or pocket dimension. This dimension gives you a 30% reload speed heightened and a 20% faster movement speed. This can be very useful because it allows you to win 1v1s way easier, just you be faster and being able to unload more shots. You already have a fast movement speed too, so it could be deadly. Cordelius' first gadget is called Replanting. This gadget allows you to just do a little hop over walls. It doesn't seem that useful, but it can be very useful for just going after brawlers that just went behind a wall like throwers, even Dynamite with Dyna Jump, Shade, or you could even use it to dodge attacks, which can be very good if you need to get up in the match where it's pretty open. You could just go whee over projectiles. Cordelius' first star power is called Combo Shrooms. It allows you, if you hit your first projectile and then your second projectile hits the same target on the same shot, the second projectile will have 30% more damage. This could be good because it allows you to just counter some brawlers and just get better kill confirms. I prefer this one a lot more than the other one just because it's simple and it works so well into his main kit. This could be very useful supporting teammates, kill confirms, and just weakening brawlers, so I like it a lot more. Next we have Cordelius' second gadget, which is called Poison Mushroom. This gadget makes your next shot do half the damage only on one projectile. However, when you fire it, it will silence the enemy for 1 second. This can be really good against brawlers that have very high burst damage. For example, Leon is a great example. Leon against Cordelius, usually Leon would win for like point blank range, but with this gadget, Leon gets off one less shot, which allows Cordelius to take the victory. Cordelius' second star power is called Mushroom Kingdom. When you activate your super, it gives you 3 mushrooms that spawn around you. Each mushroom will heal you for 1,440 health each. This can be very good if you go on health, go into the shower and get all those mushrooms. A cool trick about Mushroom Kingdom is this main circle around Cordelius, that's the radius that mushrooms will spawn in. Cordelius' hypercharge makes it so he gets a 24% attack buff, 25% speed buff, and a 5% defense buff I think. Then, what his hypercharge does is you activate it, go into your super, it will slow the enemy, you can't see it here, but it will slow them by a ton. And you get a speed boost from your hyper and from the shadow dimension. So this can be extremely useful in 1v1 situations, allowing you to win most 1v1s. I'm gonna go over some of Cordelius' tactics to use. We're gonna start off with Brawl Ball tactics. One of the tactics to use is where you shoot the ball in super. Because when you use your super, like I use it on this robot right here, he actually disappears from the other dimension. So he goes off that dimension. No, he's not there. So if you shoot the ball and you take it into your dimension, the ball will just go right over him, which will allow you to score. Another dimension is, let's say there's a Frank on the other team, or Chester, Griff, someone who's just being a menace that you can't score from. Let's say your team has the ball and you guys are moving up. I recommend super him so you'll go into your dimension and run away. You want to do that so your teammates will be able to win a 2-on-2 if it's easy. And you take out the person that's their best defender or their best attacker, which can be vital to scoring. Same thing goes for gem grab. Let's say you have all the gems and you're running and you see an entire team against you. This time, instead of picking off the strongest member, you want to pick off the weakest member. This is due to Cordelius' ability to have a one-on-one. So you get the weakest member and you can move to other bushes and only they can see you. This will allow you to, instead of winning a 3-on-1, to win a 1-on-1 very easily. Last of Cordelius' main tactics is his cancel tactic. So, let's say there's a Frank in the center of a Brawl Ball match. He's using a super. You want to super onto him, or his hypercharge, if doesn't matter, and it'll cancel his super in the main world, which will allow your teammates to be perfectly fine. This tactic is very good because it helps your teammates win. Instead of two of you and your teammate getting stunned by Frank's hyper, it only allows one of you, or even maybe none, so it can be very useful. You could also use a super to avoid tactics, because let's say a dynamite throws his bomb onto you. If you use his super quick enough, it will allow you to dodge the bomb entirely. Those are Cordelius' main tactics. Next, we're going to go over Cordelius' main build. So his best build for me, this is kind of crazy, but he's one of the few brawlers which can work well with any build. I prefer Poison Mushroom though, just because that silence really good against assassins. But replanting can be good against throwers and other brawlers if you need to dodge attacks. Best gears, I prefer shield and speed. Just speed for bushes and shield just to buff them even more. You could also use damage if you need. For the star powers also, I use combo shrooms because it's just nice for that 30% extra damage. But Mushroom Kingdom can also be very vital if you like it. But I prefer combo shrooms a bit more. Next, we're going to go over Cordelius' best game modes and maps. In my opinion, Cordelius' best game modes and maps are Gem Grab and Brawl Ball for the best game modes. The best Gem Grab maps, in my opinion, are Double Swoosh and Last Stop, because there's a good amount of bushes which could utilize his speed gear, and Cordelius is already fast with high burst damage, so it's extremely good. For Brawl Ball, I recommend Sneaky Fields and Sunny Soccer. This is also because there's a lot of walls and there's a good amount of bushes, so you could see people in the bushes with your circle, and you can use your speed gear and your burst damage to your advantage. Next is Cordelius' best matchups. And the matchups can change a lot depending on who you're going up against. So, and what gear you're using. Cordelius' best matchups, in my opinion, if you're using replanting, has to be throwers and snipers. Because snipers have to utilize walls for cover, same with throwers. So if you could just hop over those walls, it makes them completely useless. And for Poison Mushroom, it's against assassins and high burst damage, like Chester, if he's not on his 3rd and 4th belt, because that can be very difficult to go up against. Leon, Mortis, and Edgar, because you could rush into them and you'd be fine. Cordelius' worst matchups there can be throwers when he's using his Poison Mushroom gadget, and a lot of tanks. For example, Frank, because Frank, since he got his rework where faster attack speed, the lower the health he has, it has made Frank detrimental when you're playing Cordelius. It has made him extremely good. So, you have to play neutral against Frank and just try your hardest to dodge as many attacks as you can. Replanting, it has to be assassins, because your jump's not large enough to jump over a lot of things. So if an Edgar jumps on you, you're dead. If a bull rushes at you, you're also dead. So those matchups can be tough. And you guys might want to, but please do not play Cordelius on open maps in any mode. Cordelius has a trouble just getting up against snipers, even though he's fast, just due to his low range. So with the overall review of Cordelius, I say we hop into the matches. The build we're going to be using, like I said before, is going to be Poison Mushroom, Combo Shrooms, like the build I described earlier. So let's get into it. Alright, first match I see Chester, Finks, and Mortis. We're good against Mortis. Chester is a bit iffy on this. So, I say let's see how this goes. Alright. So we got in the corner. Going in, first goal, pretty easy. Cordelius, you want to play pretty aggressive due to your ability to just do a bunch of stuff, unlike many other brawlers. Dang, Mr. William. Redo that. Victory! Nice job. Okay. That was a pretty easy match. Let's bump up the Chester. But as I said with Cordelius, you want to play very aggressive. So, let's get into our second match, and let's see how it goes. On to our second match, I see Ems, Dinah, and Chester. We could handle Chester a bit. Ems is a bit of an issue, and Dinah just... it depends on what he has. The Ems is playing really defensive against me while I'm just farming my super from the Chester. What? Huh, that was weird. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Okay. Okay, that was not the smartest. Okay, we got M's in our domain. Alright, so we're gonna go behind this wall. Alright. Probably should have gone to the white bush. Alright. Ooh. I thought I was going to take much more damage from that. Ah, no! Gonna run it up. We need to take out Em. She's being a giant threat. Dinah's also being really annoying. Wish I had the over gadget. Yeah, I just can't do anything. But dang, come on, Chester.
Mind the plan.
Oh no. Nice, we got the M's. Alright guys, Chester. Come on. Come on. Nice. Nice job, Morris. Alright, come on. We could do this, guys. Alright. Okay. So, I didn't play my best in that match, but in the end, I feel like I played well. As Cordelius, you want to use the bushes and the walls to your advantage. It's your cover. Cover is your friend, not your foe. Please use your cover. For Cordelius, I recommend, if there's a thrower on the opposing team, to use the jumping gadget replanting. But I prefer the silence for just trophy gaining. So, hope you guys like the video. The next tutorial I'm posting is a Sandy tutorial. I'm trying my best. So, hope you guys like it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.